experience. So I figured let's just do it together. And as the good place, as you saw it there, um, it's the original problem. A trolley is headed towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing one person instead. Two choices: pull the lever or do nothing. If you wanted to put a third choice and say, fuck this, well, let's imagine there's pointing a gun to your head, so you either pull the lever or you don't pull the lever. Now you have to choose. You're gonna be God. So for me, I'd rather kill one person than kill 5. So you can pull the lever to divert it to the other track. So pull the lever. And there's a little animation there. Okay, that's fun. 73% of people agree, 27% disagree. Yes, if you're watching this now, you can count yourself up to this, or if you want to actually have your vote count, go ahead to the website and do it. Let's see what the next problem is. Oh no! A trolley is headed towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 4 people instead. That's not really that much better. 5 versus, okay. I'd rather kill less people, so 4 is still less than 5. Okay, that one got dicey. That's like 2/3 versus 1/3. Okay. Life savings. Oh no! A trolley is headed towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your life savings will be destroyed. See, this is where overthinking comes in, because imagine you're an older person, right? So imagine you're like 65 and this is your life savings. Your life savings would be worth a lot more if you're 65 than if you're in your 20s. So your age plays into this. I'm 32, but I haven't had the chance to build up my life savings. So in this moment in time, I would rather destroy my life savings because I don't have that much to lose. So I will get rid of the money. Okay, that was a little closer. 58 versus 42. So maybe the people playing are my age. If an older person said they'd get rid of their life savings, that would be very interesting, honestly. Next. Oh no, a trolley is headed towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. Are you more important than 5 people? That's the question. Are you more important than 5 people? Um, if my kids were there, and my sister, and like maybe my significant other, I would sacrifice myself instead. If they're just 5 strangers, they're dying. So I'm not doing it. You didn't specify who these 5 people are. It could have been for the 5 people that I hate in life more than anything, meaning good riddance to those 5 people. So I'm doing nothing. right? Is that the answer? You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track. Oh yeah, do nothing. Bye. Damn, okay. 2/3 of people agreed with me. Keep in mind, if this was like people I loved, I would have killed myself instead. So, priceless painting. Oh no, a trolley is headed towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track. But then the original copy of the Mona Lisa will be destroyed. Fuck the Mona Lisa. This one's easy. Um, pull the lever to divert it to the other track. Okay, yeah, pull the lever. People are out here throwing like eggs and oil on these paintings when they go on display anyway. I'm not letting 5 people die for that shit. Oh no, a trolley is headed towards a rich man. The rich man offers you 500,000 to pull the lever, which would divert the trolley and kill someone else. No, I can't do that. This is gonna sound weird, but first off, 500,000 is not enough. If you even want me to consider switching it to kill somebody else, it has to be minimum 1,000,000. I'm not doing it for less than 1,000,000. That's one. As fucked up as that sounds, but this is why you don't get involved with the mob or gangs or anything. The minute you get into something like that, you're stuck. And if you want to get out, you have to pay a price. I don't want this rich man following me around thinking that he can just bribe me to save him in whatever fucking problem he has. I don't want to live with that. I'm not doing that. So no, rich man's gonna die. He probably gonna give that money to his kids or somebody else. It's not even going to charity, so fuck it. The rich man offers you 500,000 to pull the lever. Yeah, do nothing, right? Which would divert the trolley and kill him. Yeah, do nothing. Oh damn, more people disagreed. Okay, I'm in the minority now. You gotta think about how much your soul is worth. If your soul is worth $500,000, that's not enough. You're selling yourself short. Sell yourself for a lot more. You know, like when these women are out here like prostituting themselves, they have high value. They put a price on themselves. Don't do it for 500,000. Do it for more. Oh no, a trolley is headed towards 5 lobsters. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a cat instead. This is just a stupid problem. First off, why are there 5 lobsters just randomly on a trolley track? I mean, there's no water anywhere. Like, the cat makes sense. Cats walk everywhere. A cat could end up on a trolley track. Why the fuck are there 5 lobsters? Um, yeah, this is also the cat might jump it, right? Let's say you pull the lever and it goes towards the cat. The cat might make the jump and not get hit at all. That actually might be the best way to save every life is trying to rely on the cat to get the fuck out of the way. But it's a cat. I don't trust the cat either. Five lobsters is a lot of money. If the trolley runs over the lobsters, can we eat the lobster? One lobster is a lot of money. Five, that's a lobster dinner. That's like $300, I think. Five lobsters. How much would five lobsters be? A lobster's like what, $80 per lobster? So you got what, like almost $400. It was like a $400 dinner. But would it be edible? No, I think they'd get squashed. Like way too much. But it's not like lobsters run very fast either, so you could pull the lever to the cat, hope that I mean, cats are very smart, hope that the cat jumps out of the way or something, because it's gonna land on its feet. So the trolley doesn't hit the cat. And then you run and you get all five lobsters and then eat them. Or sell them for like $400. I can overthink this one because this is a stupid question. So this is a fair thing to overthink. That's fine. Um, okay, I'm gonna aim it towards the cat, and I'm gonna pray that the cat gets the fuck out of the way. That way I save the cat's life, and then I either sell the lobsters or I eat the lobsters myself. Because if those lobsters get run over, they're not gonna be worth anything. So I'm pretty sure that's not how this scenario is gonna end up, but that's my line of thinking. So that's just where I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna pull the lever and see if it runs over the cat. But I want the cat to run away. Okay, obviously the cat didn't run away. 16% of people, I was in the minority there. 84. That's still a really high number, right? Like 16% of people went for the cat. I kind of, I kind of, I feel like it was gonna be like 5% go to the cat and then 95% go to the lobsters. Again, you just heard me go through my entire reasoning of why I chose the cat. I didn't choose the cat because I want to kill the cat. I chose the cat hoping the cat would be a cat and get the fuck out of the way. So, right? Because it's a good scenario. Cat doesn't die. You can eat one of the lobsters, have a good meal, sell the other four for like $300, right? I mean, the lobsters die either way, but like the cat is cool, is safe, right? So you could take the cat home with you, share a lobster meal with the cat, maybe. That would be pretty cool, right? Um, Sleeping. Oh no, a trolley is headed towards five people who are sleeping and won't feel pain. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over someone who is wide awake instead. This is stupid as well because Unless those 5 people have been tranquilized and drugged, why the fuck are they sleeping on a trolley track? They've been kidnapped. All 6 of these people have been kidnapped. I mean, the guy who's awake he doesn't even look like he's screaming. He's kind of just chilling there. Maybe he accepts his fate. I don't know. Um, a trolley is heading towards 5 people who are sleeping and won't feel pain. I'm not killing 5 people over one person. One person has to die. So, unfortunately, you're awake. Maybe you should have asked your kidnapper for like those tranquilizers. Those 5 people are out. Like, I wish I had what they had right now. So, pull the lever. Sorry, bud. Oh, that is tight. 49% agree with me. 51% of people would kill the 5 people. Because of the sleeping? Really? That's sleeping was the factor, not the fact that it's 5 people versus one. Sleeping. Okay. Personal choice. Why is it called personal choices? Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people who tied themselves to the track. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing one person who accidentally tripped onto the track instead. What do you do? I forgot to mention the word killing and potentially suicide are going to pop up in this stream. I don't know when unaliving, the word unaliving, I don't know when that became politically correct. But basically, these 5 people want to unalive themselves. I'm not gonna say unaliving, I think that's just a stupid thing to say. Second, if you tripped, how the fuck did you get tied to the track? Did you trip and hit your head and then somebody tied you because for some reason they thought 5 people on a track potentially dying wasn't enough? Right? This is weird. Um, and also 5 people that want to off themselves. Like, this is a weird scenario. Um, I haven't experienced somebody doing that, but I've been around people that have either attempted or wanted to attempt. And then I also knew a guy that did it to himself. But that was because, like, child support. Um, yeah, he was like a realtor in Queens and in Liberty Avenue, all those real estate offices, the brokers got caught up in like some mortgage fraud, and one of the agents, I knew him, I met him. He was actually friends with my dad. He got caught up in it, and but he also couldn't keep it in his pants, so he apparently had a bunch of kids, and maybe that's why he committed the mortgage fraud because he was just getting money from it. But he basically he offed himself because he got court mandated to pay. So he fucked himself over. He literally fucked himself over because he was literally fucking, and that fucked him over. I just realized Jim Jones. This is kind of appropriate because I'm Guyanese, and the one thing that everybody says about Guyana is Jim Jones. We are not responsible for Jim Jones. Okay? Jim Jones was American and he was Caucasian. So America is responsible for Jim Jones. Don't come and talk to a Guyanese about Jim Jones. We have nothing to do with that. Um, I like how there's little movement on these characters. Like, not only is this guy like, so I think he's screaming or panting, but like your character, you're just looking back and forth, and you just have this like scowl on your face. Like, shit, what do I do? I just want to say, in my personal experience, I've technically stopped somebody from wanting to do those things to them, and I don't want to say I regret it, but I have a change of heart on it. I think that if you do want to do it, it's your prerogative, and you should have at least do it in a respectful way, right? Like, try to get a doctor who will help with things like that, you know? I'm not gonna tell these 5 people when they should die or not die. They've decided to put it in their own hands. Not really, because tying yourself to a track and waiting for a trolley to come is not really putting it in your own hands, but this is probably as much agency as they had for themselves. I'm gonna let the trolley hit them. And apparently, 3/4 of the world that have played this, apparently they agree with me. So, mercy. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. The lever just speeds up the trolley, which might make it less painful. That's that's not really different, guys. Um, I do want to point out that actually the speed does matter. Um, if you're driving around New York City, I don't think they have those signs up anymore, but one of the reasons why the speed limit went down to, I think, 20 or 25 is because they did some tests, and if you are hit by a car at anything higher than 30 or 35 miles per hour, it can actually cause a lot of damage to you. But if you're hit by a car at, I think, up to 25 miles per hour, then you'll be okay. You'll still have to go to the hospital, and you'll get injuries, but you'll be okay if it's less than 30 miles per hour. So, wait, the lever just speeds up the trolley. Oh, this isn't even about 5 versus 1. The 5 people are still dying. So the lever just speeds up the trolley. I wish walk away was an option. Like, why would I watch their um I will do nothing. They might survive if it's a lower speed, and that might give, less pain, less injury. They might survive. This doesn't mean they're guaranteed to die. So do nothing. Okay, I'm in the minority. Maybe the 72% that disagree with me, maybe they didn't understand the question. Maybe they weren't hopeful that the people might survive. I mean, it doesn't say they're gonna die, to be honest. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards one guy. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your Amazon package will be late. We're really putting material things over people. Wow. I'd kill the Amazon package, or I don't know. I can wait for. I specifically don't have Prime because I don't mind waiting for my package. I don't see the point in paying what $15 to get my package the same day or even the next day. A good business will have it shipped to you the next day regardless. So you don't need Amazon Prime for that. You're paying for bullshit. And as somebody who worked for Amazon for a little bit, like in terms of delivering, it's bullshit. Don't do it. I would much rather my Amazon package be late. So you can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then, okay, yeah, pull the lever. 78% of people agree with me. That is too low. 22 people disagreeing and preferring the Amazon package to come on time, that is way too high. I'm going to judge you. That is way too fucking high. 2% of people is acceptable, not 22. 22% of people would rather get their Amazon package on time. Fuck y'all. Y'all are terrible. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards your best friend. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 5 strangers instead. The example we just saw in The Good Place, the second scenario, this is that. Chidi had to choose between the 5 workers and then his friend that had those ugly ass red cowboy boots. Cowboy boots are fine. Those red ones are ugly as fuck. I'm not killing my best friend, alright? I'm not killing my best friend. That's natural. But I could also hold it over his head and say, "Yo, I saved your ass from the trolley. You owe me." So I know you're not supposed to do that, but I would do that anyway. So I'm pulling the lever to save my best friend. 26% of people disagree with me. So actually, you know what's funny? Now that you reread this, this is your best friend. This is a person that you have a very intimate, deep connection with. The only people that might have a better connection with you is probably your lover. If you are not going to kill 5 strangers for your best friend, that person is not your best friend. I just realized that now. This 26% of people here that would let their best friend die, that's not your best friend. You just outed yourself. The fact that you would save those 5 strangers, that means you have no best friend. That's probably like your work acquaintance or like a cousin, like a second cousin or some shit like that. That's not your best friend. Y'all outed yourself. 26% of you would kill your best friend instead of to save the 5 people. Nah, that's not your best friend. Y'all are lonely. Oh, why is it blurry? A trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 person instead. At least that's what you think is happening. You forgot your glasses and can't see that well. If I forgot my glasses, how the fuck did I get to the train yard and find this lever? Am I nearsighted? Am I farsighted? Am I blind? Like legally blind? Like there are other things that I need to question about this problem. Fuck the 5 people versus the 1 person. What the fuck am I doing in a train yard that I can't see? I might get hit by a fucking train. Because I might be walking into a moving fucking trolley. You see this. There's a thing about in The Good Place where they say, "Oh, everybody hates the philosophy professor." Yeah, because this is not a fucking uh specific scenario. It's a scenario that's too specific but also not specific enough, and it's not realistic. If I look at the blur, actually they did a really good job because even if you unblurred it, I actually wouldn't know where the trolley is going. I believe the trolley is still going straight, but it's throwing me off because I think it might actually be going to the 1 person. Um, I'd rather 1 person die than 5, so I'm gonna pull the lever. Okay, so you know what would have been good when they designed the game is if they, because every scenario so far the trolley goes straight, so when you pull the lever you're sending it the other way. Despite the blurry vision, they should have, whoever made this should have just flipped that expectation. That way you're thinking, oh, every time this trolley shows up, it's going straight. So if I pull the lever, I can change the route. This would have been a good time to flip that script. Because we can assume that the trolley's going straight, but in reality, if you flip the script, the trolley would have hit the 1 person anyway. 54% of people agree with me. That's very tight. Cousins. Oh no! A trolley is heading towards one of your first cousins. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 3 of your second cousins instead. Um, Personally, I like my first cousins, and in this scenario, there'd only be 1 first cousin that I would save instead of 3 second cousins. So I don't even know my second cousins. I'm gonna just take this personally. I don't really know my second cousins. So I'm saving my first cousin because I know who my first cousin is. So you can pull the lever to divert it. Yeah, pull the lever. If you wanted to be a closer cousin, then you would be my first cousin, not my second cousin. I know that has to deal with their order of birth, but like if you're a good enough second cousin, you'll be first in my eyes. A trolley is heading towards 5 elderly people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a baby. 5 old people versus a baby? Come, the baby, how the... First off, how are 5 elderly people stuck in this situation? You're telling me the 5 wisest people in this situation, all 5 people got duped. Somebody was able to trick 5 elderly people. Like people in their 60s that have years of life experience. 5 of them got tricked. The baby doesn't even know that what's about to happen to it. Like, what the fuck kind of question is this? If you 5 elderly people got tricked to the point where you got tied up to a fucking track, you deserve to get run over. I'm saving the baby's life. How do I save the baby's life? You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a baby. No. Let it run over the old people. And then I will pick up the baby and, I don't know, maybe raise the baby or take the baby to the firehouse. If this was a poor attempt at a late term abortion, like, you could have just went to the firehouse, honestly. Go pick the baby up, man. Come on. Oh no, a trolley is barreling towards 5 identical clones of you. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. Okay. This is partially like the old person problem. First off, how did I get stuck with my 5 clones? The purpose of cloning myself is to do things that I do not want to do or need to do. Why the fuck am I in a situation where I have 5 alternatives of me? Do you know what I would do with 5 clones? One would go to work, one would be with my kids, one would be with my lover or whatever, one would be doing another job so I get 2 paychecks. That's 4, and then the other one would be doing errands or possibly just another job. I could have 3 jobs. And then I would just do whatever the fuck I wanted to do on my own. Especially if this was Naruto, because the shadow clones learn. And so when the shadow clones disappear and they go back to Naruto, Naruto learns everything that the shadow clones learned. So me with 5 fucking shadow clones? Come on. I'd be disappointed in myself that I got caught up with 5 clones at the same time. The clones are dying though. You need the original to make 5 more clones. I'm saving myself, and then instead of making 5 more clones, I'm gonna make more clones that are hopefully more intelligent. So, doing nothing. I'm sorry, clones. 12 people disagree. That's way too low. It should be like 2 people disagreeing. Clearly you're not thinking about the consequences of cloning yourself. So, oh no, a trolley is heading towards a mystery box with a 50% chance of containing 2 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, hitting a mystery box with a 10% chance of 10 people. Okay, the wording of this is what's tricky. If it's 50% chance of 2 people, it doesn't say 2 people or 0 people, right? So it's a coin flip, heads or tails. Heads, there's 2 people in that box. Tails, there's minimum 1 person in that box. It doesn't say 2 people or empty. So somebody, at least one person is dying in that 50% box. 10% chance of 10 people. That's 100%. So 100%, so 10% chance of 10 people. That means there's 90% chance that there's less than 10 people. And when you break that down into 100, it's basically a 1-to-1 ratio. So you are either guaranteed to kill one person, you're guaranteed to kill 1 or 2 people in the 50% box versus 1 to 10 people in the 10% box. Because every time you run the probability, there's a 1 out of 10 chance, which is basically a 1-to-1 ratio, that you're gonna get one person in that box. That might be thinking about it the wrong way. Based on this, I'd end up killing either 2 people with the 50% box versus any number between 1 and 10 in the other box. And all I need and that's basically an 8/10 of a chance. Because if it's one person in the 10% box, that's fine. It's the lesser of two evils. And then if there's 2 people, then it becomes equal to the 50% box. I'm gonna let the trolley go straight, so do nothing. I feel like that should have been 50-50. 42 to 58 is a little weird. And 58% of people would rather hit the 10% chance box. So, oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 sentient robots. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 human instead. What do you do? Wow. I, for one, welcome my AI robot overlords. I think 5 sentient robots would remember that I saved them, and then when the AI apocalypse happens, they'll tell the AI robots to be like, no, this guy's cool, leave him. Don't fuck with him. Humanity, on the other hand, y'all did it to yourself. This one person is dying. I'm killing the human. Wow, 15% of people agree with me. Fuck it, no, I stand by my choice. That's okay. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 3 empty trolleys worth 900,000. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, hitting 1 empty trolley worth 300,000 instead. What do you do? This is car insurance either way. Here's a funny thing about the English language, right? A trolley is heading towards 3 empty trolleys worth 900,000. They did not specify if that 900,000 is total or if it's 900,000 per trolley, right? If I do nothing with the lever, I am either allowing $300,000 worth of damage or 2.7 million. Because if I did 9,000 divided by 3, because there's 3 trolleys here, that means each individual trolley is worth 300,000. This one here with the singular one on the other track would be worth the same amount of money as any one of these 3 here. And because this question did not specify it with the English language, there's really no difference. Also, if you don't do anything, there's 4 trolleys involved, versus if you divert the track, it's 2 trolleys. So I would rather pull the lever and hit one empty trolley. Oh no, a trolley is releasing 100 kilograms of CO2 per year, which will kill 5 people over 30 years. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, hitting a brick wall and decommissioning the trolley. Again, why am I in charge of this? Right? Because at this rate, they're gonna hit me with the insurance fees for the trolley. So do I want to get stuck paying the insurance on one trolley that's hitting a wall, or would I rather it continuously pump out carbon dioxide? I'm not dealing with car insurance or trolley insurance or anything like that. I don't want to fuck with it, so I'm doing nothing. Really, 62% of people disagree. 62% of people would rather fuck up that wall and that trolley. You're footing the bill then. That's on you. Oh no, you're a reincarnated being who will eventually be reincarnated as every person in this classic trolley problem. What do you do? So it's 5 versus 1. This is a numbers game. Would you rather have 5 extra lives because there's 6 people in total, or would you have 1 extra life because you're killing the 5? I think with 5 extra lives, I would finally become enlightened, so I'm pulling the lever. I could do with 1 less life, not 5 less lives. And that question was 50-50. Like 50% of people said 1 person and 50% of people said 5 people. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards nothing, but you kind of want to prank the trolley driver. I don't want to be in a fucking train yard for fun. That doesn't make sense. I'm doing nothing. 65% of people want to fuck with the trolley driver. Okay, well when you need that trolley driver, he ain't coming for you. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards a good citizen. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over someone who litters instead. You can't associate a bad citizen with littering. That doesn't even make sense. Like, come on, guys. isn't that bad. I don't want to say that this person's gonna die because of the littering. The bad citizen has to die. I'm sorry. Pull the lever. Oh no, due to a construction error, a trolley is stuck in an internal loop. If you pull the lever, the trolley will explode. And if you don't, the trolley and its passengers will go on in circles for all eternity. What do you do? That's not my problem. Call the cops. They can stop the trolley, do in another way, right? So, also, it's not like you're getting dizzy. The trolley's going at a decent speed, so I'm doing nothing. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards your worst enemy. You can pull the lever to divert the trolley and save them, or you can do nothing, and no one will ever know. Everybody will know. Everybody. That's why when somebody goes missing, the first thing they say is, oh, did this person have any enemies? And it's like, kind of. Um, I want to be the bigger person and say I wouldn't do anything to my worst enemy, but I kind of would. Fuck. This is definitely something. I don't want to take the risk. I'd rather they not live rent free in my head, and strangely, if I let them die, they're gonna like live rent free in my head. So I'm gonna pull the lever. 51% disagree. Listen, that's a 50-50 shot. I'm kind of with the 51% of people. You know? What I wouldn't give for some accident to happen to my worst enemy, right? But you know what's funny? You know who would know? God would know. And I don't want to live with that. I don't want to get stuck with that God knows what I did thing. Right? Or maybe what's his name? Scream Face. What's his name? The killer from Scream has a name. It's not Scream Face, but like maybe he'll know, right? I know what you did last summer. Maybe he'll know. Between him and God, I'm not willing to risk that. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards a person and will lower their lifespan by 50 years. What the hell happened to my phone? My phone just did some weird shit. Oh, perfect. Okay. I got something that I could send to somebody else. I'm not a professional streamer. I don't mind doing this somewhat professionally. Um, but like there's a reason why I technically took off my camera and I have the mascot, because I will pick up my phone in like the middle of a stream. Um, taking 10 years off of somebody's life is less damage than taking 50 years off of somebody's life. So I'd rather these 5 people lose 10 years of their life than one person losing 50. So I will pull the lever. I mean, hey, you're still alive anyway, so that's okay. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sending the trolley into the future to kill 5 people 100 years from now. I will be dead in 100 years, so that's gonna be somebody else's problem. I'm pulling the lever. Just write a note that says, hey, a trolley's coming in 100 years. You got 100 years to fix this. I avoided a catastrophe, but it comes back in 100 years. It's like a Final Destination thing. Oh, I can avoid death for like a week. Then death shows up and is like, well, you fucked me up. Now everything's out of order, so I'm just gonna kill you regardless. Pull the lever. Oh no, a trolley's problem is playing out before you. Do you actually have a choice in this situation? Or has everything been predetermined since the universe began? Those two questions are not related to each other. You're trying to be smart here. When it comes to the trolley problem, everything has been predetermined because you're only giving me two choices. So my outcome is predetermined already. If everything has been predetermined since the universe began, that's a different question. And that's a different story. I don't know. I don't have a choice, I guess. I don't even know why the people had to die in that situation, but sure. There we go. I've solved philosophy. That's it. We did it. I did it. You didn't do shit. Maybe you answered with me. I can't tell. Um, if you want to try to solve philosophy, go to neil.fun. I killed 60 people.